And welcome everybody here in Twitch chat and everybody on YouTube for some Twisted Zilean. That's right, we're going to go ahead and try this deck again. We called it Treasure Zilean last time because we were playing 2 copies of the 4 mana treasure card Lost Riches and really kind of focusing a little bit more on the treasures. But we talked about at the end of that video that maybe just taking out the Lost Riches and playing some more interaction would be better for the deck. And that's what we're going to try here today. So we'll try an updated version. So basically, we took out the 2 Lost Riches. We're playing a 3rd copy of Bone Skewer, which was an All-Star, and a 3rd copy of Monster Harpoon. Both of those removal spells looked really, really good. And then we also had 1 Devour Depths, which I never really even drew anyway, so it didn't really matter. And I'm going to play a Spirit Fire instead to help all these aggro decks everywhere, kind of help slow them down. So we're going to try that. All right, so that's the only changes that we made from last time with this deck. But basically, like, Bone Skewer is so good in this deck because we have a lot of different allies that we don't mind going back on top of the deck. Because not only can you use this proactively as a removal spell, but you can also kind of use it defensively as a protection spell. Like, putting a Twisted Fate back on top of your deck whenever they're going to kill it is pretty nice, because then you draw your Twisted Fate, and now you get to choose which one of your Destiny cards that you want to replay afterwards and have another Destiny card. Same thing with Zilean. You know, you can put Zilean back on top, replay it, create 4 more time bombs, and get that countdown going. You know, get that kind of stuff. You know, lots of cards like that. Sprayfin gets you more card advantage. Fortune Croaker, more card advantage, right? So, like, there's a lot of things like that that's not bad to put back on top. Both these 1-mana spells were awesome for us. Shapestone, Scrying Sands, they did a really good job of protecting our champions for very, very cheap. Just 1 spell mana. Having, you know, very useful cards for 1 spell mana is awesome. Merciless Hunter, of course, is a great card. And then at the top end, we have Shipwreck Hoarder. This is another card that we use sometimes with the Bone Skewer. We would put, you know, be able to play Shipwreck Hoarder, Bone Skewer, put Shipwreck Hoarder back on top, replay Shipwreck Hoarder. Now we have lots and lots of treasures in our deck. Pretty cool little combo there as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. Let's go ahead and play some Twisted Zilean. These should be some longer games, should be really interesting, should be a lot of interaction back and forth. That's drawing a lot of cards. Yeah, should be some really good gameplay. So let's see how this deck does. Okay, Draven Ezreal is our first one, so settle in. This should be a long back and forth. They could get pretty aggressive, but there should be a long back and forth. So this says 1, 2, 3, 4. I like it. I'll keep it. Pass. It's none of our champions, so, like, you know, I could mulligan more aggressively towards the champions. Spear Fire is not great in this matchup unless they have House Spider. That's what I was about to say, was unless it's a House Spider matchup. That's too bad. Because I need to pass here, because they could play a 3-mana champion. They shouldn't. They should also pass, so they're smart.
The party has arrived.
I'm just going to play Zilean.
The way is always the same. Watch and learn.
Make it worth my while. I deal in coins and carnage.
Kind of saving the Preservarium for Twisted Fate, but, like, with this matchup, we can't really ever expect Twisted Fate to level up. So actually, let's do this. Like, this actually kind of works out. I was hoping they would play something else, and then I play Merciless Hunter. Hunter. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and attack. So, Draven's doing what Draven does, right? Like, Draven just makes those spinning axes that they turn into real cards, gives them a lot of card advantage. So they have 2 extra cards than what I do in hand. I do have the 2-1 and the 2-2 in play, but... Okay, so another Zilean can make some time bombs.
Gotta go with the flow.
God axes need victims.
Got any time bombs? Got a time bomb.
Now, then, or soon.
Grego says, I made a Zilean deck yesterday. With Progress Day, counterfeit copies, got a deck full of 0-cost time bombs. That's pretty sweet. I like it. I like it. Ooh, okay, okay. So let's see if we... This Ezreal is super scary. Spirit Fire next round.
Never lost a fair game, or played one.
Let's go blue card. That card doesn't work. Have you figured that out yet? Culling Strike doesn't work.
That's the Serpentine.
Four, 6 double attack. Ooh, a second time bomb. Second time bomb. Oh, I can't play both time bombs right now. No. No.
Looks like trouble.
Through the coral. You point, I shoot.
Got an axe with your name on it.
No sweat.
I'm not sure what their plan is. Yeah, like flock, right? Oh, but they flocked this one. Oh, they flocked this thing because this thing has 1 health.
Now we're cooking.
Ooh, they didn't flock it. So like a lot of Draven Ezreal decks, or like Draven Ezreal games, we have stabilized against everything else. So it's all about Captain Farron. No Captain Farron, play other stuff. Play like a, you know, anything. Oh. Man, how do we deal with Captain Farron? We have like Monster Harpoon.
Who's on top of the bounty board today?
Yeah, Captain Farron's still OP. Don't have Nexus healing.
Son of a...
Do 11.
All paths lead me here. I don't change fate, but I can see it.
Okay, right negations could be cool. Recorder. Some treasures. So close. So close. Alright, so I have two options. I have option number one is play Shipwreck Hoarder, have Shipwreck Hoarder challenge Captain Farron. The problem with that option is that they have all this mana, they can kill my Shipwreck Hoarder with like a Thermogenic Beam or whatevs. Option number two is just challenge with the Fortune Croaker, which they probably let happen, and then use Spirit Fire and Time Bomb to take down Captain Farron. That's option number two. We'll try this option. No, double Time Bomb? Those are the bottom two cards of my deck. Zilean. You're killing me. You're not even putting the Time Bombs where you're supposed to. Okay, well, I guess that's a thing. Like, do I have Quicksand in here? No Quicksand? Yeah, I don't know how I'm dealing with this now. So unfortunately, Captain Farron just OP, right? Like, we kind of had the rest of the deck covered, but double Captain Farron. Too big. It just doesn't... Nothing really matters. Well... I shouldn't be casting the Monster Harpoon right here. I should just be blocking. Because it does the damage to me either way. I should Monster Harpoon afterwards. Because now they may kill the Fortune Croaker. Or they wouldn't probably kill the Fortune Croaker beforehand. Nah, I can't win the game with Zilean blocks. I still can't really win the game no matter what. But I certainly can't win the game if Zilean blocks. Do I have like a target opponent discards their entire hand card? Okay.
That's not what I remember happening.
Captain Farron, too good. Yeah, that's true. The Time Bombs at the bottom of the deck would just mill you out if you ever get there, but I was hoping the Time Bombs would not be on the bottom of the deck. Alright, so you're gone. Harpoon, very interesting. It's great against like some of these dragons, right? Like Shyvana and... I'm going to keep it. It's great against both Shyvana and Screeching Dragon. So they don't have a Captain Farron that's just like this late game card that goes way over the top. But they do have Aurelian Soul. Probably just one copy of Aurelian Soul, though, not like 2 or 3 copies of Captain Farron.
Get bloody, get paid.
Okay, yeah, so good question there, Mossy Rock. So, asking about removing blockers via spells effects, if damage goes through or not. Whenever there's a blocker established and then you use spells, damage will not go through because it will be blocked. All the time. There's one exception, and that Captain Farron is part of that exception. If the unit has the keyword Overwhelm, the damage continues on if there's no blocker there. That's the one exception. And as we know, Captain Farron does have Overwhelm, and so that is why the damage continues on. So that's the one exception. I'm just going to let this happen. The Shape Stone only does +1/+1. None of these other cards are like really that important. Like, obviously I could Scrying Sands right there, but like I'm Scrying Sands to save a 2/1, right? Like it's just, at that point, we have just a generic 2/1. We don't need to use a combat trick that's valuable like Scrying Sands on a generic 2/1. I was hoping to find Time Bomb. It's either Merciless Hunter or send him back. Obviously, I'm not taking Harpoon, and Shipwreck Hoarder is just too expensive right now. I'm going to just send him back. So I'd much rather have like a Time Bomb or a Twisted Fate. You're welcome. Yeah, glad that can help. Good question. Ever got questions like that? Always feel free to ask. So Aroa says, but I found the best way to play Zilean is actually not getting the bomb on his prediction unless you need to kill 1 health units. Actually, that's fine. Let that damage happen and then reset the 2-1 Zilean.
I suppose soon should be now.
We love it when they run. We'll get our licks in.
5-6. But yeah, basically, I'm holding these monster harpoons, right? Like that's why I want time bombs anyway for because like to turn on the Nexus damage for these monster harpoons. Yes, if you have 2 chows, then the dragon will attack both. So it'll turn like this 4-5 will turn into a 5-6 and then a 6-7, and like if you have a Shyvana, it'll do a lot of damage. Shipwreck Quarter's not bad, but I certainly need more cards. Finally, a time bomb. Oh, another time bomb. First one's the biscuit. Second one's the gravy. Please don't have a fight spell. Just let this happen. Let me level up Zilean. Let's go. Level up Zilean. Now we get to double up our cards. Obviously, I want to Monster Harpoon that. Question is if I do it now, but they could like respond with a fight spell. Oh, Pool Sharks would have actually been quite good. Dragon Chow too good. Dragon Chow way too good. Yeah, this means I don't get another copy of Monster Harpoon, which I kind of need.
I suppose soon should be now.
They are pretty sure of themselves.
Time is winding, like a watch.
We wear red to honor the fallen.
Deal me in.
Oh, I'm not gonna have the mana for 2 time bombs, am I?
All that glitters.
Who does not know the name LaRoe?
Alright, Zilean, do your thing. We're gonna have lots of time bombs. Never stopping these bombs. Bombs away! They were so confident. They even did the GG thing with that concerted strike. They were so confident in winning this. Boom. Blow him up.
Dragon blood, Demacian heart. Arda's gonna make a meal of them.
We can get some extra Merciless Hunters.
A good
They're down to just 3 cards left.
That's right. Run!
I'm gonna skip. I don't know. All those are just fine, but I'm just gonna skip. Okay, so the Twist Fate's about to die. So let's cast the Fleeting Copy. Maybe just no. Let's just let the Fleeting Copy go. Yeah, let's just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. So we're about to get a whole bunch more fleeting cards. I want this 3 spell mana. Yeah, that was definitely worth for us. Remember when they were all overconfident and saying GG's?
I demand satisfaction. Hardly fair.
Puts us down to 3. I think we can go to 3. I guess I could have played this Crying Sands though, because it's going to get burned. Could stay at 5. IDK if that's going to matter.
Gonna find a gift for Renekton, right, Arda?
And we just grind him down.
Never lost a fair game or played one. Soak it in.
Yeah, so I could have Sandsed, and then I'd be at 5 instead of 3. We'll see, I get the spell mana. Spell mana cool. That should be game.
Like a fish in water.
Probably draw another +3/+1. Yep. And there we go. That was a sweet game. Show the power of Zilean. Opponent's playing Garen instead of Zoe. Garen can be a problem. Remember that last opponent turn 1 Zoe, but we had the 2/3 on turn 2 to deal with it. I like our hand. So no Aurelion Soul though from our opponent last round, right? Like we lost to like late game powerhouse Captain Fair in the first round. No, nothing like that powerful that round. Like they had Eclipse Dragon. But. Just banking the spell mana for Bone Skewer, Monster Harpoon, that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm, you know, using my mana there. I could go the hired gun instead. I mean, I guess I could always just play Preservarium, but I need to play to the board.
We were forged in Dragonfire.
We're still getting a 4/3.
Never lost a fair game, or played one.
So obviously they have dragons in hand. We know that. Alright, I guess so.
All that glitters. All or nothing.
That's not worth it. I'll just pass, have them waste their mana, not be able, because like I make that challenge, they play Shyvana the round after, and then I'm like, man, I'm sad that they just played the Shyvana. I saved the Bone Skewer for Twisted Fate instead of using it on the Merciless Hunter. Because yes, that would have killed both units, but killing the Blue Sentinel is not desirable. Right, if they had something else that was desirable to kill. Zilean, what's up?
Haven't I been here before?
I am more than I seem.
Oh dear.
I'm always up for a round or two. Blue as the Serpentine.
This game's hard. He had so many decisions everywhere. Alright, double time bomb.
Careful, they are nothing.
Really? The Zilean?
I suppose soon should be now.
So if I play the new Zilean, if I play Skip, it'll shuffle that other Zilean back. That's the question, do I want to shuffle that other Zilean back? We won't. If I play Zilean, we won't draw Zilean.
I deal in coins and carnage.
Now, where am I? Shining gifts from the sky.
We do seem to be quite worried about Zilean.
I don't change fate if I can see it.
You point, I shoot.
Where are you, spirit?
Son of
Just
a...
letting this all happen. Wow, yeah.
Holy sunlight.
Alright, leveled up Twisted Fate. And leveled up Zilean. Let's go! Level them both up.
Just as I've always known it would be.
We have the Chrono Shift for protection. All right. Got both level up champions in play.
Radiant strikes. There is assistant.
I think we can go down to 5. No worries there. I guess technically I should be blocking the 5-3, not the 5-2. Because then I time bomb away the 5-3.
Eyes open.
Well, that's just plain rude. Scrying Sands would have been nice to have.
Right. Strength and grace. Beauty in the blade. The future isn't what it used.
Alright, so we get another Zilean and a... Oh, 'cause they just give us Chrono Shift, they don't give us Zilean. Okay, that's the card that can kill me. That's the one card in their deck that can kill me. Wait, what are we doing here? How does that not get through the spell shield? What are we doing here? That's a bug? I guess I did not know about that bug. Well then.
Gotta go with the flow. Woo!
For silver I talk, for gold I listen. A game. Go on then.
Does this get rid of the spell shield? The time bomb? It may not either. Wait, I need that spell shield gone. That doesn't get rid of the spell shield either? Will it get rid of the spell shield this time? If I try it now, will it get rid of spell shield? Because obviously, if I can get rid of spell shield, then I can double monster harpoon this thing. It won't? Dang. Alright, we're still fine.
For justice, for Demacia.
Oh no, I can't pass because they just leveled that up. Wow, they attacked. Okay. Alright, they don't have a challenger. Okay.
This is outrage! I'm sorry to say, time isn't really an illusion. Wait a minute.
Like a fish in water.
Must make that star sound.
I suppose ultimately not.
My, how they stare.
We love it when they run. Wrap them up tight.
So their other cards like have to both be... Are they both Celestials? We know one's a Celestial card. Gosh, this has just been such a nightmare. Well, this Aurelion Soul would have been completely gone if Scrying Sands took out that Spell Shield like 2 turns ago. This has just been such a nightmare since this didn't take out the Spell Shield. This has all been... Like, they've created like 3 more Celestial cards than what they should have. This card should be way gone. This game should be over if Scrying Sands just took out that Spell Shield, and I would have just double harpooned that a long time ago when they had no other cards. This has been ridiculous. Like, this is the only reason why they're in this game. Is Scrying Sands doesn't kill Spell Shield, which is just a... I guess a bug that the chat's been saying that's been around for a long time. Gotta be kidding me. I am not happy at all right now. I am not happy one bit. There's no reason that thing should be alive, creating any of these cards. So we lost that game, but I'm going to count it as a win because I can. Because that game's easily a win if Scrying Sands does what it's supposed to do. Okay, so we got no champions. So probably, you know, like Spectral Matron Cithria, we saw with Captain Farron at the top end that, like, we do struggle against super expensive, really powerful top end cards. That last game, you know, like, we were really ahead. We would have been able to double harpoon the Aurelion Soul if Scrying Sands would have worked on the Spell Shield, and so we would have had that one. But I'm not confident in our ability to fight Cithria plus Spectral Matron. So I went ahead and mulliganed everything because I thought that, like, maybe our champions could be pretty good here. Like, I'm not expecting them to have a lot of interaction, and so I'm mulligan looking for the champions. Yeah, you haven't been playing that card because they haven't fixed that. Yeah, they need to fix that bug. That's kind of ridiculous.
Who's on top of the bounty board today?
We weren't expecting callers. She's gonna be so happy.
I'm not happy about how that game turned out. I'm really not happy about that. Alright, gotta let it go, though. Gotta let it go.
For silver I thought, for gold I listen.
Just 2 points of damage that we're missing out. They're not playing Shyvana, so it's not like they can just, you know, they throw down Shyvana right here.
The KPI is depending on me.
Sorry, Cirky. Yeah, we already did the Shiranza deck. Oh, I didn't update the stream title with, like, the rest of the decks and everything.
You pay first.
They got 10 cards in hand. They gotta do something. So I can save Zilean with Shapestone, but I don't think it makes much sense to do that. I think we can just get a new Zilean and get the predict going again. And then this new Zilean will find this time bomb. We'll see this time bomb.
Justice will be served.
So I want to play you, Pool Shark. I think so.
A game. Go on then.
The only card that cost 7 that like would really punish me was like the Shipwreck Order. Yeah, we found a time bomb. We were gonna be playing that. Love it. So that will level up this Zilean immediately.
I fight for the fallen.
Bright future, just as I've always known it would be.
Okay. So now Zilean leveled up.
If I kill you, I don't fuck you, stupid.
I guess I could Harpoon one of these. I'll just wait till next round though so we can copy Harpoon. We'll save the 3 spell mana. We're still going to turn on Plunder with this time bomb. Opponent's playing Spectral Matron Cithria combo, so like this is still like this is. Honestly, I'll be surprised if we win this game. To be honest, like I don't know, like our deck can't really deal with how big, like just those big of units. So I'll be pretty surprised if we win this game.
Make it worth my while.
Yeah, you don't think we can win? Yeah, probably not. It's gonna be tough. Keeping the full 10-card hand.
Gotta go with the flow.
If only our deck had like Hush or something also. We all know how this is going to end. Like they're just going to go Spectral Matron Cithria a bunch of times and we lose. Doesn't need this much dramatic effect.
I've trained my whole life for this.
Yeah, the vulnerable we basically use as just kind of more removal, right, to help control the board and get to the late game for our champions to survive. But the one weakness with our deck is going to be decks with absolutely huge units, which is what our opponents have. This is what our deck is going to struggle against. I guess I just don't need to play both Monster Harpoons this round.
Like a fish in water.
And maybe we can start getting like elusive damage in.
Through the coral.
Shapestone. Do 7.
Sure is dark, eh?
The masks they wear tell their tale.
Okay, yeah, so the reason why I didn't do 3 extra damage with the Fleeting Shapestone is so that I could play one of the 3 mana spells and then still have the 2 spell mana with Bone Skewer in case, so like, you know, so yeah, that's why I didn't. I didn't figure that the that mana would really matter too much. All right, I'm done. We're not winning this game. That's it. The Cithria combo, they just go too big. And Captain Farron with making the Decimates is just too big. So we have one big hole in our deck of those super big things. Yeah, I guess direct damage would be a second one. Okay, is this the... What is this? What were these two hands? Like, my opening hand was horrendous, so we mulliganed it all. And then we get this? Like, really? We'll put Pool Shark back on top, and Pool Shark will be the fleeting card.
Beginner's luck.
Just working with what we got, which isn't much.
Get bloody, get paid.
Not gonna lie, I've seen better hands. Yeah, that wasn't good.
Pride filled us forever.
We're working with what we got, which is not much.
We love it when they run.
It's not much. My opponent's probably like, what are they doing? And I'm like, yeah, I got nothing. I really wish we could have just completely mulliganed this hand again.
Success gets you noticed around here.
Sure. Just go and live the life.
Never lost a fair game or played one.
So I'm doing this, of course, to do damage to their Nexus to turn on Monster Harpoon, being 3 mana. Puts the Thresh down to 1 health. Or, sorry, does 1 damage to the Thresh, put it down to 5, so they could Monster Harpoon the Thresh.
Right, Arda?
Still maybe get there. This game's not over yet.
Not my first gunfight.
It's not over yet.
Your time cycle is done.
Now Twist of Fate red card really does do some work.
Deal me in. Who says I don't share?
I would have liked, it would have been nice for my opponent to play something else first, right?
We love it
Come
when
on,
they
really?
run.
Just get out of here. You just do merciless hunters. They're so merciless. They so
Is
merciless.
smiling.
We really need card draw. Because we wasted, you know, obviously we wasted tons and tons of cards. Just like putting stuff back on top and everything. We need like Preservarium. That doesn't help. Alright, come on, Preservarium. Or something that draws a bunch of cards. We have like one salvage in here. Spray fin, drawing cards. Let's go.
Gotta go with the flow.
Gross. Because Preservarium would also turn on like the Shapestone and allow me to block the Merciless Hunter too. Okay. I could do some work. Let's see, they're getting card draw.
That's right. Run!
Our hand was just so bad.
You can't do this.
Taken. Keep up, keep up.
We enter an age of men and gods.
Preservarium.
All unmeasured.
We live here.
Something the matter?
Oh, it just doesn't even matter. What am I doing? And grows. Alright, well, we kind of started coming back, but they had Spirit Leeches and drew cards. So I should have not used Spirit Fire or the second +1/+1, but yeah, they were, because they had to have been holding Atrocity, right? Like how they haven't been playing anything else. So yeah, they're just holding Atrocity, and so we would have lost anyway. Okay, so that hand, it was kind of impressive of like how much we could kind of stay in that game for how our hand was as bad as you could possibly have. that was a horrendous hand that we had. But we still stuck with it for a decent amount. But that, we'll play 100 games with this deck and we'll never have a worse hand than that. That was the bottom, you know, less than 1% of possibilities. You know, like that was bad. What's up, everybody from Saucy Mailman stream? Saucy with the raid. Y'all get some hype in the chat. Welcome, everybody. All right, so we just finished up with Twisted Fate Zilean. Hey, we just finished up with that. We finished up 2-3. Struggled against decks that went really big. Struggled against like Captain Farron and Cithria combo. Those two type things. And that's just going to be where you struggle. Our third loss was to Thresh Nasus, where it was just, we had the worst possible thing. So our opening hand was 2 Scrying Sands and 2 Shapestones. So obviously you just mulligan all 4 of those, right? We mulligan, and then we get Harpoon, Bone Skewer. For our 4, first draw was another Bone Skewer. So like turn 1, we're looking at 2 Bone Skewers and 3 Harpoons after that mulligan of just 2 Sands, 2 Stones. It was unbelievable. so we ended up losing. Anyway, 2 and 3, not bad. All right, so that kind of stuff will happen. I like the deck though. I think it is quite strong. We saw us we defeated the Shyvana Dragon deck twice, like Shyvana really and Soul Dragons twice. That's a great deck, right? And a great late game deck with big things, and so that was really impressive being able to take down that deck twice. But yeah, so there we go. All right, so that was Twisted Zilean. Those of y'all watching later on YouTube, hit that like button over there. And of course, as always, feel free to leave those comments as well. I'd appreciate it. But thank you so much for watching some Twisted Fate Zilean, and I will see you for the next video. Hey, puppy. Hey, puppy.